Hello, hi. Welcome to 60 Degrees, 1:49 a.m., February 19th, 2020. Hola.
And can I get the last four of the incident? 70.
As Joey would say,
015.
how you doing?
How did you know the message repeat?
Where am I? It's safe to say I am in the Western Hemisphere. Very safe to say that. Where are you?
You call back to state apartment 4 for Audrey's Hobart. It was a basket. Lord,
7501, William.
She can buzz you in. 1583, your traffic collision at Woodpit and Santa Cruz, no. You hit and run misdemeanor, DUI involved.
Rude.
This is a Hispanic, 40 years old.
Good morning, Morty. What's going on? What's going down? How you doing? Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy.
Young Nora 876.
What's up, Hector? How are you?
Now coach incident 29505 Studio City. Want to the RO, do you want a mission?
Hector, we ran into each other, right? In Huntington Park? That's right, that's right. I remember. If I'm not mistaken. Right on, right on. Oh, Jesse, it's going well. It's going well, thank you. I'm just getting out probably about 45 minutes ago. It's been a slow night, which is funny because I was just thinking about we're gonna have a meeting next month, and one of the things I'm gonna bring up during the meeting is the slow night thing. A lot of people will go in early because it's a slow night. Some people will move areas because it was slow. It's a real big pet peeve over the years when people say it's slow. I'm heading in, or it's slow, and I'm gonna move spots. And the reason why I get upset about it is, listen to this reasoning. If it's busy, and let's say you send in 5 or 6 stories, and everybody else sends in 5 or 6 stories, chances are, unless you're really good at this job, you're not going to get a lot of hits for all that work. So when it's slow, they're waiting for news, and you do less work for more money. Meaning, they're waiting for something to happen. So if it's slow and you don't go anything, it gives you a better chance to go get something, to get it on TV, because there's more room for stuff and they're waiting for stuff. On busy nights, they don't want you to call. They have enough news and enough stuff to keep them busy. On slow nights, they're waiting for you to call and you want to go in early. Never made sense to me. Never made sense to me. All right, so thank you for letting me get this off my chest. And hello, hi everybody. How are you? Right on, Jesse. That means that the last thing I updated, or the last thing I uploaded or published, you watched. What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? No, I didn't work last night, but I had a very productive day. Started with getting Channel 4 and Channel 5 on TV in the morning for that pursuit. Then I went golfing, got a par, took a nap, woke up, took Bronson fishing, got a fish. So I got hits on TV, I got pars, and I got fish. It was a very productive Tuesday. Very productive Tuesday. Or was that Monday? We'll call that a Monday, right? I don't even remember. I don't even know. Yesterday was Tuesday, right? Yeah, so we'll call that productive Monday. Because I didn't work Monday night, Tuesday. Yeah, productive Monday. You got sirens, lights in that car? That doesn't make sense, Paul. Try again. What's up, Netherlands? Did I touch the fish? Not with my hand, but I had a glove on, and I did. I held it. There's a picture of it on my Instagram. I think the story's already gone. I had a cool little try picture on there on the story. Had a picture of the hit on TV, golf, and then the fish. But yeah, no, I caught myself a rainbow trout. I don't know, probably about 2.5 pounds.
4.
Right, news photographer? I know it says news photographer, but without going to your page, well, I'll just go to your page. Let's see here. And there are no videos for me to look at. Are you a stringer news photographer? And I'm kind of in a sketchy area, so I'm looking everywhere for the most part, not my screen. I don't usually, whoa, that's not good. All right. So, as a news photographer stringer, or as a stringer news photographer, you find that to be the same, right? When it's real busy, you actually work harder for less. So when it's not, when it's dead out, it's actually a good thing. I like it when it's slow. What's up? I have a hard time calling you that. I really do.
Information on the close of ringer 6801 Hollywood. Daily Buster information is 7307 August 645. Repeat.
You got your Trump tracker on? Is that like the Nordic Santa Claus tracker? You got your Trump tracker? You tracking Trump?
355 verify Western and 36.
I wonder where he's staying in Vegas. I wonder where he's staying. What happened to Sacramento? We went there, learned what we needed to learn, figured out what we thought we would figure out, and are putting something else into play up in that area in the near future. Sorry, Maverick. That's what happened.
8251 Blackthorn. The tenant indicates so here's movement inside of the apartment. There is a window that looks like possibly could have gotten entry through. It's on the east side of the apartment along the walkway. I want to use where? 249, there's no doubt. We still show 25 very clean. 127 Watch 5, 25 MX83 Watch 6, 25T 24 Watch 5, and 25T 26 Watch 5.
Good evening, Dustin Pick. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. What's going on right there at the 91 and the 710? That's a bumper. Nobody cares about a bumper. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, was a wowzer. Correct, we do need a big story. Why don't you park at the police station to get up close with the action? Crazy? Multiple reasons. What action am I going to get up close with by parking at a police station? Am I going to get a car going in a gate? There's not really much action I'm going to get at a police station. If I park at a police station and I have to go to a story, that means I have to drive very, very legally, as I should, to the call, considering all the police cars are going to be behind me or in front of me, depending on when I get my start. But sitting at a police station is a terrible idea unless you're parked there for safety, or you need them, or if you got to pee. But even then, I've never once peed in a police station. I know some stringers will always go to a police station, but I've never gone into a police station to go pee or poo.
You're being held over the drive. 5 Adam Mary Williams 462.
Negative, Salinas. It's 2 a.m. Yeah, Tracy, I see what you're saying, but it's not really, there's no reason to. I'm hearing where they're going, so there's no reason to park near them and risk crashing.
Suspect transient, female, black light complexion, blue sweater, black pants.
It's not stupid. It's just ridiculous. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. News photographer. Yeah, but I didn't come up with it. I mean, it's basically common sense, but that's what I was taught. I was taught, even if your house is near a freeway, it'll take you that time to jump out of the car or jump out of your house into your car to the freeway ramp where somebody's already sitting. Somebody's already sitting on it. I think so, Jesse. I think so. News photographer, that's because they get paid either way. Doesn't matter what they get on camera, they made the same amount of money just as you did. What's up, man? How are you? Well, what are you doing? It's 2 a.m.
Your time, miles of 58611.
Okay, Roger. Doing on your plate 5 Mary William 462. It does show subplated to a 2003 Ford Utility 8 David Extra King at 465.
Safety first. I don't know who that guy that walked by my car. I don't know. What clubs do you use? Oh, I have. What do I have? I have TaylorMades. Rocket balls. Well, that's a good fire. It's Farmdale, though. That's far. I don't think we're going to make it.
1401, yes, they both come back to a 2003 Ford Utility.
Freeway crossing the bridge. 1401, Roger. I want to be close to Jefferson 1 for this. Found a close to the vehicle. Can I get back? I'm very impressive, Roger.
Yeah, you're too far for me.
1401 is requesting a backup area in the supervisor. Jefferson wants to apply a vista on a cold-plated vehicle.
Now it's structure fire. It's not a structure fire. It's just a vehicle fire underneath. Let me see what's up with Keith.
Go ahead. 5489 now reported to be a vehicle inside a carport. We're going to make a structure fire. Go to channel 9.
Do I carry any tasers, guns, etc.? Why? Do you plan on trying to rob me? What kind of calls you don't go to because you up now front they are not interested in? I like the what clubs do you use? I have TaylorMades, old school rocket balls. I believe they are cavity backs, and I am in the not in the market. I'm it's somewhat time for new clubs. But here's my problem. I'm probably at the top of my game right now. I don't really see myself getting too much better. I'm at the point where, for you golfers out there, I either get my set of blades now, or I'll never use them. So when you're a proper golfer, blades is what you're using. You're looking that way, you don't see a loom up? Right on, Ryan. But the blade, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on blades and then all of a sudden they're not the right clubs for me because I don't have that swing. But if I'm going to get them, now is the time to get them, or I'll never get them because I'm almost at the point where I'm about to move into graphites, if you know what I mean.
Center hallway. We have smoke in the back. From report.
Joshua, I'm probably not the kind of guy to buy used clubs. Nope. Even if I get them re-gripped, no. I'm not a used club kind of guy. Now I might borrow someone's, for a driving range session, but I also have more important things than new golf clubs. The ones I have now work. They're not outdated, and they're here's our buddy. Vehicle versus pedestrian. Boom! Look at that.
Somehow the piano line chief now been able to get 8 minutes to 10 back. She received a call from PD that they were asking for her social. Did someone call her?
Apartment house.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Tree's on fire. Right where you were supposed to go earlier. Howdy, Scotty. Howdy. Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner.
I think we're pretty good. There's no windows above it.
1823,
water on it right now.
Squad 127, Squad 10, seizure, 2 Wednesday, legend, across the 250, please.
More ambulance traffic.
Engine 38,
Your ambulance traffic is an ambulance hit and run felony. She admitted that she was hit by a 4-door black sedan and stopped at the location.
Truck going to take the roof, have your engine come up.
Disconnected the line.
And
No suspect information.
second floor.
Open the door.
Body condition. Truck to the roof.
All right, so this was my day. Yesterday or Monday, right? 'Cause to me, it's still Tuesday for the most part. So I call yesterday Monday. So this was my Monday. You guys saw that I got the Pursuit. I showed you the footage. So I got Pursuit on Channel 5. Then I went golfing. Then I took a nap, which you don't see. Then I took Bronson fishing. All in a day's work. All in a day's work. I wish all days were like that. Can't be upset with days like that.
Sure, we don't want someone to come up on the roof and take a look. How much was that flame extending up? Do we have any gas or anything like that? Yeah, we're good. Birds was not exposed.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. What's up, Randy? Who's Randy? Who was the other cameraman with you on the Pursuit, Randy? Was that a station or was that Eric? All I saw was a hand. Thank you, Frazzled. I agree. Eric, all right, how long did it take me? Well, what's really funny is, all right, so I live streamed some of it yesterday with Bronson, and when I do family stuff, I don't keep that thing, I don't keep it on there. So you watch it, you miss it, you miss it. So if you happen to be watching it, you'll see me bring in a line. Still had bait on it. You watch me change that bait out, and then I throw it back out or cast it back out, set it down, and then proceed to play with Bronson a little bit. After I hit stop, I decided that Bronson and I were going to move spots. I reeled in the pole. There was a fish on it. So if I would have reeled it in while we were recording, you would have saw me bring that fish in, which means I didn't notice it, but the fish got on the line while we were live. Crazy, right? But anyways, yes, we caught our first fish. And in the thing it said, since we picked up fishing about a month ago, it's more of a re-pickup fishing. I started fishing when I was like 4th, 5th grade. Kind of let it peter out in a high school. Picked it back up in my 20s and 30s. Let it peter out again, and now I'm in my 40s and I'm fishing with my family, with my kids, with my boys. So Dade has not wanted to go fishing again since he's gone twice and we struck out twice. He's like, no. And then after catching last night's fish, he's like, yeah, let's go. So I think we're going to be going back in the next few days. Tracy, absolutely not. Nope, I am not going to eat that fish, especially it being pulled out of that lake. Absolutely not. So much trash, unfortunately, around that place. I can't imagine there's a great filter system there. So I'm not eating those fish. I threw it right back. And if anything, what I might do next time is just throw it behind me and let the birds have it or something, or let the coyotes or whatever floats by that area at night have it. Or put it in an ice chest with some water, take it home, and start throwing them at my local golf courses, so I can sneak over at night and practice my my fishing. So that might be what I start doing, is taking them to the golf courses. Speaking of golf courses, Oscar De La Hoya golfed at one of my local courses yesterday. Yes, he did. And then spent $424 in the clubhouse. Yes, he did. Randy, do you fish? Yeah, Tracy, I'm not gonna eat that fish. I throw it back. It's all about the sport of. I did with my dad in my teens, so that means yes. Do you have any gear still? If not, don't go out and buy some. But if you do still have some, we should go fishing. We should go fishing. I'm looking you on Netflix. I'm from Denmark. Well, hello, Denmark. Hello, Mitvi. What I did with my dad in my teens was bowling. I did not fish with my dad. I did go fishing while at my dad's, because my dad used to live in Canyon Lake and walking distance to the lake. So I would just grab my pole and go catch me a bluegill or a catfish. That was basically what I was catching over there. So when you bluegill, it was so cool because you would just see the bluegill, swim up to the dock, and you just put your line there and whoop, got yourself a bluegill. You fished only one time with your neighbor. Gotcha. What's up, Vero? Let's find a story. Hello, anyone? Bueller story. Hello, anything? Sometimes there's stories that take place directly in front of us, and I don't mean like in front of us. I mean like at the location where we're at. Stories happen. Oh, there we go.
Roger. 845 responded.
Code 2, I had to, I put my glove on and you can see it in the picture. Oh, shoot, there's a pursuit.
29-7 is primary no pursuit. 97 your location.
I'll talk to you later, Code 2. Where's the pursuit? Oh, listen up.
Across the 8th.
I think it's over.
Eastbound passing search.
Or not.
2897, repeat, you're across the 3rd.
Engine squad 183.
It's going eastbound.
15 Lincoln at 8, across Indian Mountain.
Southbound on Crenshaw, from 8.
2897 is southbound on Crenshaw from 8.
Again, 39, 130, it's pursuit.
29 Roger.
And Denver secondary. Primary and secondary, the supervisor. In country club.
is southbound Crenshaw, passing Country Club.
No, I won't be the first one there. Hopefully Alex will be.
We're going to circle right for 39. You can have track 12 track.
39 your location.
Right for 39, Roger. Now we're southbound Crenshaw, passing Venice. We're not in the pursuit anymore. Cody, do we need a boat?
2897 your location.
Southbound Crenshaw, passing Washington.
2897 is southbound Crenshaw, passing Washington.
Family got a response from there. So good. 370 the phone.
Randy, you still here?
Nathan, can you call me? We lost people.
Officer clear 2897. Lost vehicle.
Oh, never mind. Randy, I was going to say, physically call Alex, but they lost the vehicle, so don't worry about it, because I didn't want to go off live, because obviously he's not on the board.
Code 30, have either shut down the code 30 response, the description of the vehicle, and last known location.
Alex is our independent stringer. Yeah, they lost it.
Description of the motorcycle.
Plan 13, it's going to be a black and silver motorcycle.
What's up, Jacob?
Unknown rider.
Wait, I think I got that right?
Suspect probably last seen westbound on the 10 freeway from Crenshaw.
I ran into your buddy. Did you happen to see that live? I don't mean did you see it live, but did you see that live stream where I ran into him?
That's 94 for those, so something like that.
Bridge 145, back to 19328, Salem, across the Valencia.
Oh, well, look at you guys. I'm glad you figured it out. Because it's slow. I'm glad you heard that. That's one of the things I'm going to be bringing up at our meeting. Go. Everybody go.
Arizona attitude for 007.
50 to 1715, identify. For example, you can for oh, Aquarius, people have been saying that for 2 decades. And yet, here I am. And here they're not. Paul, it just means that if it was green, people would just be on the gas. But because it's flashing yellow, they're kind of slowing down, and you have to yield to pedestrian traffic. Or once it's solids, then you got to kind of stop. But it just means you're good to go. Just slow down. Because if it was just green, 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 you'd be flying down this street. Right on, Catherine. Oh yeah, Aquarius, you'll definitely put me out of my position and spot with that kind of attitude. You know, I love how all stringers think they know how stringers think. Alex, yes I did. Yes I did. If you go to my Instagram, ScottLane_, you'll see the picture. It's probably a 10 to 12 incher, 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds maybe. But we did. What's crazy though, Alex, is do you remember me pulling out the black pole? It had bait on it. I put bait back on it and threw it out there. If I would have pulled that thing in before I went off live, we would have saw me catch it. Because as soon as I went off live, I pulled the poles in, and there was a fish on the pole. I didn't even know that I caught it. I just reeled it in, and as soon as I reeled it in, I was like, dude, I'm not already stuck on something. And then I was like, oh, that's a fish. So yeah, we accidentally, on purpose, caught a fish. Alex. I like to say Bronson gave me that look. People donate to me all the time. Never caught a fish. Bronson came with me. I caught a fish. Unit 327.
Engine arrest 787. Intersection Tampa, Nordo. That's 900 South 1.1 East. Roger, you show us around. 31 Roger. Rest 804, down paint by 30 Shimmers.
12410,
Engine squad 93, difficult breathing, 5045, 7411.
missing Ozol 12510 Caswell Avenue. Subject was last seen on foot unknown direction. He's a 76-year-old male, white, gray hair, mustache.
Wow, that building showed up quick. That building on the right used to just be a different building, and then they well, actually it wasn't. It was a parking lot. A lot of parking lots are getting turned into housing these days, but that's a nice house. Nice housing.
Now unknown 390. Stand by for additional. Let's go 3 incident 375. I just 1760.
Rescue 903, hemorrhage 17020 Burbank. 459, 146.
Engine 24 squad 37, just seen 37340. Rush Drive, cross left, Maiden here.
9 over, intersection Gulf, Locust.
I know exactly which weapon was used. Because we can unknown direction. So there's not incident 329 or
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Street. It looks like he's yelling that she will possibly catch the victim, but no weapons were seen. Why are they calling for additional?
Jacob, it's very possible. With some future stuff I have going on, it's very possible. Are you ever gonna visit Los Angeles? And I know it's none of my business, and I really don't care, but I'm just curious. Are you in between LA and Patty? Is that why he's... I mean, he's not driving up there to meet up and talk with you all the time, right? You're in between the Patty. Like I said, it's just a thought. Don't care. Very curious. Not very curious, but curious.
Fire 2217 West Beverly Boulevard. On that place. Look for the suspects are dealing with the victim. Lake Avenue, subject line 218-2020 at 21:30 hour. Alejandra, well, panic is embarrassed, comes off. 100 to deal with medical protection for expensive and James. Medical conditions good, BOPL 10-16-2004. Education.
What's up, Hollywood? Hooray for Hollywood.
Holiday can eat. What? Holiday pull up.
Now there's a ladder. First it was a bumper, now it's a ladder. Yeah, working on getting time off to come to LA. Also, Pat is in Seattle. If you couldn't tell based off their Instagrams that came up, wants to just visit and meet, and his time is with the crew. Gotcha.
3780, sir.
So two subjects on the back of
Pleasure. X37, 3780, sir. Doing DD 67 additional in your possible suicide.
Congratulations on your new show, Ryan.
Here, call back, subject has returned
Good luck
to
with
the
it.
location. Additional incident 346.
Number 9 shows follow up at Cedar Station with a BO shot.
Proceed for your ready.
Engine 169, flow 167, return time shift. 2187, Roach, cross the Galen.
Southeast units call it 1671 East 100.
Engine 41, traffic engine VOS, 124 in Broadway.
Suspect. Security company has suspected on camera at gate number 3, holding a box with passing for the payment truck, property code 2 incident 34 in RD. Looks like saying one after 1 you need to stay over. There might be inside line. Maybe you watch like you're willing to stay over for a total of 130. There might be inside line. That's today 75. No further.
Well, 90, keep it off all 1 units and have them turn it.
It was an idea. All right, all right.
Open the door.
What if we were to get the same director, so it has the same look, but it'll have to be a different format? What if we do something like that?
Where there's the wires on in there, we can't make access.
6-4. Yeah, you can send me the quick call on people from this other side.
Down 9900, Boulevard.
Scott, I haven't gotten my stickers. Did that mean you sent me your address? That's funny. I don't know Hector. Oh wait, maybe I do. Are you talking about Hector from Studio City? Oh, Jacob and Ryan, Jacob and Ryan. You guys want to watch me pay for some overpriced gas? Dude, my car does not like this area. Ryan, I don't know. I know Code 2 has run into them. And they're basically, if they're with the firefighters or they're with the PD, they have access that we don't. They don't have to worry about yellow tape. They don't have to worry about yellow tape at all. We have to worry about yellow tape.
talking back over unit and supervisor. Unit 2 on Kurt Stratter and Violin, we have Alberton, the 614 South Strat, Christian Boston out Stratter towards Line Christian, and Smiling going all dark clothing. Associates and 039 preparing 16 7. Marine Captain, please. Suspect 19 years old,
See, now I use this. Ryan, I sent you IG message. I know we somewhat know each other, but we don't know each other, but we know each other. And so I'm gonna say this. Shut up. Don't mention what I just sent you. And then also, look below one of your comments. Look what Jacob said. Like I said, I got 2 secrets.
Repeat your message. 18227 over.
Chelsea West 183, 1182. Section 186, 182, ALS stage, rotation route. 29 Washington, across the reservoir. Engine 8, injury 7928, Norton, Unit 9, across the Fairfax.
Hector, I finished one of these already, and we have this one awaiting. We have this one awaiting. All right, let's go. Well, hello, everybody. How are you? Why does everything want to be inside the... That's weird. Shut up. No one's talking to you. Shut up. No one's talking to you. There's certain parts of the city where my... Shut up. You're not helping my situation?
Unit damage dispute 19010 West Bryant Street in front of apartment number 2, suspect is the alcohol Hispanic, mid-30s, unknown clothing, under the influence of methamphetamine, and crude incident 406-3017-93. 85, are you clear?
I'm sorry, Lexington, and Western St. Andrews and Lexington.
39, Roger, I'll show you in route. Do you go code 6?
39, Roger, code 6.
17 out there.
Engine 5-73 to Spain 2410 line. Across the Wiley Canyon, Savon.
Gotcha, code 2. That makes sense.
1693. St. Andrews.
You on Sacramento Road, east of Arvilla, at the white RV, Northwest description.
Why are you going so slow, pal?
Hispanic,
Who are you? What do you want?
using an alongside
I don't know you.
Boulevard to gain entry is code 2 incident 410-90-1598.
Good night, mate.
Station 116, traffic collision with fire.
Uh-oh.
9401 Main, across the Broadway.
What?
620, there was a black and white St. Andrews.
What?
The suspect did not make it northbound from that location.
Can you call back and see if there's a better location? 497, can I get OPD code to my location, please?
Thanks for all you do.
Engine 4, Squad 90, abdominal ALS 3046 Burton, cross of Ramona.
Well, Randy, I just sent him a text. We put it on the board. That's all we can do, right? That's all we can do. Except for the fact that when I originally started, I was heading to Manchester. And if I would have stayed at Manchester, this would be my call. But like when I came out, I saw that he was in Hollywood, so I figured I'd go to Manchester. While I'm one exit away from Manchester, he tells me that's where he is. And then he had an incident there, and I said, forget about it, I'll just move about. But that is one of the reasons why we need to communicate. It's one of the reasons why we need to communicate. My guess is he's looking at Citizen app, checking out Instagram. I need to just do my thing and stop. So what I do is when my guys are out, I'll work around them. But when I work around them and then you screw up while I'm working around you, I'm just going to push you out of the area and then you work around me. Still no answer. It doesn't mean he's not on his way, but it just means that he doesn't communicate well. Now he just sent a question mark. Randy, go ahead and give him a call. Just go ahead and call him and tell him to look at the board. Oh, now he's going to 194th and Main. Yay, never mind. You don't need to call him. Hold on, I gotta return a text. He just sent me a text message with a question mark and then sent me a text message that said he's going to 194th and Main. And then I sent him a text message back that said, yay, you should check the board sometimes. Hector, it's so key. It's one of the reasons why I left on scene. It's one of the main reasons why I left on scene was the lack of communication at the time, or the line of communication, and then went over to RMG. The reason I left RMG was it was just time for me to go on my own. There was no bad blood at that time when we split ways. None at all. As a matter of fact, me leaving RMG helped RMG, because at that time on scene was actually in charge of RMG's billing. RMG wasn't really making a lot of money off me per se, but it showed that they made money in this country for being foreigners. So for a decade, I gave them a business in this country. But when it was time for me to leave, there was no bad blood. It was just time for me to go on my own. But when I left on scene, oh, there was bad blood, and it had nothing to do with Zach. I think Zach was still in high school when I left on scene, or just out of high school. Let's hear the size up. I don't know if it's, I don't think the fog's rolling in. Maybe it is. Doesn't look like so much though. Bang sponsoring commercial break. Whatever happened to the brothers from RMG? They're still floating around. They are still floating around. Howard is doing well. Austin is doing Austin, and Mac is doing Mac. Last I spoke to them, I believe, was Christmas Day. I sent out a group text to the boys that said, I love you, but I hate you. Or I hate you, but I love you. One of the two. Mark responded with, hope not to see you at all this year. But he meant it in a nice way. I was supposed to hang out with Austin the last time I was up in his hood, but I got busy. I got real busy. We were supposed to hang out one day, and it didn't work out. I don't even think I've talked to him since to tell him. I mean, obviously he knew we didn't see each other, but I don't think I told him the reason. And the reason was my OCD. I got busy working on something else, and
Engine 116 LA.
never. Oh, here we go.
Engine Plant Squad 116, additional employment reporting. This is going to be at Figueroa under the 405.
Copy that. We're pulling them off.
Copy.
So it's at Figueroa under the 405, which means at some point it's probably going to end up here on CHP. What does it say? Does it say anything? Oh, it does say something. What does it say? Just says there's a crash. What's this one? That says one party out of the vehicle on the ground. Doesn't say anything about a fire though. But it did come out TC with fire, right? No, kind of, maybe, we'll see. Oh, well, thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I think I'm going to go again Friday. I think we're going to go Friday night. Just me and Dade. Might drop Bronson off at Grandma's, which leaves Lisa at home all alone. She'd be so happy. She'd be so happy. Aussie communication. Where the bloody hell are ya? You forgot to add, Paul, you forgot to say, you cunt. In Australia, it's not a bad word. Just like the word fag, not a bad word in other places.
Unconscious 148, squad 31.
All right, man, we need a story. What time is it? 2:52. How long we've been going? We're going 1 hour. Good morning, Scott. Hey, that's me. I'm Scott. Scott. I literally drove my husband crazy when you go live, or he said, hey, Scott hasn't gone live in a few days. Needless to say, he drives me crazy with car videos on YouTube, so it's win-win. Whoa, Crystal, you tell your husband hello. Hello from Scott. My name is Scott. My name is Scott. I sit here looking for a story. Excuse me. That was me. I burped. All right. How long am I going to hang out with you guys?
It's your 148, squad 31, unconscious 4351.
I'd like to get out of the car with you. That'd be cool.
Castlegate, the Arco, sheriff en route.
It'd be cool to get out of the car with you. Oh, that's terrible. That was a terrible burp, dude. That was like a 6. But thank you. Well, hello, actor Sean Johnson. Well, good luck with that, Caesar and Susan. Santa Ana River Lakes. Santa Ana River Lakes. Brick, no, I have not. No, I have not.
Union 333.
It's code for 13031, West Jefferson Boulevard, 01. Who's it in? Intros around. It's Charles, Union 333. 1345, 1345, if you alright.
What's going on here?
Miles 84681.
84th and Western, the shooting call incident 5077. That came out at 1944. Soul 2018 Kia Soul 4-door gray.
I'm sorry, we're the non-charters.
Good evening.
Hotel plate code 217-397 RD 2038. What's the sign outside of vision identify?
Delta Cola here, East West Avenue.
The white space number was actually a white hooded jacket with like a gray jacket around it, like a white hoodie underneath it.
39 identify. Hey, Junction, handle the 10 miles. Family dispute 19010 Florence Street, return to the 4630 1793 identify. 399 Roger.
13, the 113 in the hospital. So that was what you're doing.
399 Roger. 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 399 Roger booking EL1 and a flying code 3 from Jefferson and Clemson to Marina Hospital. All right, thank you much.
Hector, 25. 25. I didn't decide. It was decided for me for the most part, but 25. I just turned 25. Brick, I have no idea. No idea. Jesse, I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that I need to get a story, so I'm going to pay attention.
Family dispute 19010 West Bryant Street, part number 2. Coach incident 406 1793.
3L50, Roger. Never mind, 2 more just got here. Yeah, 49. You can cancel the outside unit and send a photo.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
381 Roger. 319, 319. Are you supposed to take the southwest or on the backup? I might do on the backup. 319 Roger.
Units information only on possible 484 1316 Pine Street at the Winchell. Suspect female, black, unknown color, jacket, carrying a white plastic bag. QRD 666. 5585, come on. 2L90, have 2L1 along with 2L50.
Brick, both.
And me, 11 have 51, 2, code 2, please.
Available for family dispute.
You were the funny one yesterday?
25 identify.
The Summit Children's Hospital in Need 11871.
That is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Alright, I'm a boring view. At least that's a better view.
Male, black shirt, red and white stripe, black gold, black black cap, word LA on it, has hamstring, carrying a black bag, in the back of the store, DP out of the camera view, and now in the front of the store.
Yes, it is nice when they call you. Yes, it is.
Driving approximately 100 miles per hour.
Damn.
Information to 444.
Slow down. Uh-oh, that's not good. Patience is key. Which is really weird because I'm the most impatient person in the world, but yet I pick a job and hobbies where you got to have a lot of patience. I almost want to say it's therapy. Does anyone else here just follow Scott, or do you have any other stringers you follow? I only follow Scott as he tells you how it is followed. Crystal, I'm guessing there's some other people to follow, but they don't really live stream, so you're kind of just following them on Instagram or other social medias. I do know Gabriel from On Scene. He live Instagrams. I don't think he YouTubes. But besides that, I know Adam from us. He live streams on YouTube. Sometimes my guys will go live on Instagram, but for the most part, I'm kind of the only stringer. Well, there's Jacob, but he's learning that he's not a stringer. He's more of a IRLer. But for the most part, I'm the only stringer besides Adam, who's continually out doing this. And like I said, Gabriel from On Scene, but that's on That's on Instagram. David, if you can't tell what part of LA I'm in, that's a bummer. You're so confused.
77 Supervisor Me 12853 6402 tells Astoria.
Why are you confused?
1993 address. 12853
Wrong Jacob. Oh, that's why you're confused. That's why you're confused. Different Jacob. There's like 6 Jacobs that I deal with. We got Jacob the stalker. We got Jacob the competition. We got Jacob you. I got a Jacob that works for me. I got a Jacob who does the website. So I got 5 Jacobs.
Suspect is a son. Now wearing a black hat, black jacket, black pants. There's also an unauthorized knife. Is off nearby property cutting a cardboard box. Peer can directly be standing by inside his left ear.
Ryan, sometimes imitation is the best form of flattery.
290, can you give me 11 Adams 51's incident number, please? 40130 West 5 also still working?
The bummer about my stalker is he's not even cute. Like, I would be flattered if he was cute.
851.
But he's not even cute.
For Children's Hospital, this incident 6123. Or was it the Hollywood Press incident for 196?
Hi, it's probably going to Charles C. Lee and Coliseum, suspect identity.
You ever walk into a gay bar and not get hit on? Sucks.
Gasca, George, Adam, Sam, Charles, Adam, first of Robert, Thomas Spelling.
Probably a mouth breather. Yeah, definitely.
5'11", 220, 217, 66, KMA, can I get an NCIC? 25 Roger. Can I review the DOB? And 39, can I prepare stuff on me?
97, 98, no news. Copy that.
Driving to Roger, Southeast Riverside. 3570 Wilson Boulevard.
Come on, stories. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm patiently awaiting. See, that one was a little better. And we'll call that a 7. And that's not even, that's not forced. Like, when I force them out, that's when you get, like, the 9s and 10s. But when you just let it out, eh. Come on! Come on! Hook a brother up, dude. I am letting the bang out. Bang, bang.
1171,
Ay, 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 bang, bang.
for the request. 1999, 1940, 1999, 1940. Police that was a knife. Hiawatha and Lamona, code 2 incident 405, ready 1954.
585 close to Charles Indicator, verify locations. Okay, 99, you have a message. Adam 85 Pacific at 11th Street. 11th Street.
54, and are you code 7 Cliff?
You can give me Buddha quotes all you want, Mike, but that doesn't change the way I feel. It doesn't change the way I feel.
Call 2377. I just sound a single plate.
Code 2 now.
That's stupid. That's stupid. Stupid. Anybody, any boys seen an aircraft carrier around here?
2845, there's a pending call for that location. Incident 4.
Correct, Daddy-O. Correct.
United, first down, 7447, Bolton Boulevard.
We're looking for something interesting.
Rescue 60, sick person, 6200.
We're not looking for a person down. We're not looking for a sick person. We're looking for a story.
Pull open route, Hollywood Station with one.
Wow.
6 fake diabetic, 7246, Brad.
1940.
1940.
David, I don't know.
1930, 1940.
Next time you roll up to one, ask him. And I'm guessing you can.
In Lamona, code 274, primary 1954.
I know that, Mike. I'm just a smartass. Which is way better than being a dumbass. And when someone calls you a smartass, and when you tell them that you'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass, they don't like that.
Rescue 872, you cancel.
31, Stevie South of Coliseum.
Longer wish to meet, incident 366.
30, I go.
LSD takes the radio. The radio's out. What does that mean? I do know that at 3 a.m. it's going to start beeping. So once we start hearing beeps, I'll get rid of that. You must be drinking your energy drink. I am. Oh, well, thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. Yeah, Crystal, that's kind of my problem. The good news is you, if I say I'm going to do something, there's a good chance I'm going to do it. And with being like that, sometimes honesty comes into play, and sometimes I'm a little too brutally honest. But when you tell people like it is, they do appreciate it. Whether you were genuine or not, they do appreciate the honesty. So even though I'm a big joker, I'm a smartass, and I make jokes about everything, it's a pretty good chance you can trust me if I tell you something.
Weapon used with a black cane, still outstanding. Property taken with a black purse. KMA.
David, I can bump music all I want. The problem with bumping music is, one, on my live stream, well, one, I'm not a cop, so I didn't know if you were asking me that question or asking in general. Two, if I was to bump music during the live stream, I would get demonetized for copyright stuff. Three, if I'm listening to the radio, I'm not listening to the scanners. There's no song that can't wait. You know what I mean? But there's definitely stories that you got that can't wait. Did I say that right? There's definitely music that can wait. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, all music can wait. There's no song where you got to stop everything to listen to it. So listening to music will actually screw up my night. Like I said, there's no song that you got to listen to right away. I don't care how fiery or lit the song is. Billie Eilish can wait.
Mission clear. Cawthorn Avenue, South Road, River Number.
Come on. Come on. Come on, people, think. Because you know what?
Requesting additional units, I think it's supervisor.
George, nope. I'm on
9041, show me.
I'm on Lemon right now.
Robert North 607. We're gonna be on Victory east of Hazel Payne. Update location Victory in Costello.
39 and 21 all 230.
Yeah, Mike. Pomona's Pomona be busy right now. Pomona be a busy.
Engine is 3127 at KLS. And
Right now, 607 North Dillon Street at Midfront Liquor Store. Diesel Pacific again entry into the liquor store has already broken the glass window.
All right.
Entry through the metal bars. The alarm is now sounding and he's walking away. Stand by for additional code 20459. Already 205. Approaching Fairfax. The bus is number 8466, line 20, 199. We'll be at Wilshire and Crenshaw at 316, Wilshire and Vermont at 324, and Wilshire and Alvarado at 328. Scope 3 incidents 458 and RD 732. 49 on the way to the high. 242, suspect now 312 West 7th Street. Code 2 incident 440 or
191 at KLS. 11505 Elm Hill.
Larry, sometimes.
Starwood.
Sometimes. Mike, I think so. I think we covered it. But someone got their butt beat.
Confirming the PR and the suspect are still at location.
And why is that? Why is that, Randy? And is that the crash he's talking about? I don't think it happened at 4 in the morning, did it?
Incident 462.
I could be wrong. It could be a different one. Is he talking about a different one? Yes, different one, or yes, it's the same one. Either way, why did you get beat? Do we know? I don't think it had anything to do with packaging. Did it have to do with angles or feeding first? 3 a.m. Gotcha. And that's and there it is right there, being honest. I'm being honest with one of my guys right now. He got beat. He got beat yesterday, and the only thing I can think of was angles. Like at that point, I don't even think he stayed and got extrication. He just got crash scene, right? And on a story like that, and on the time, that's what did it, because it happened at 3. You get that thing 3:30, breaking news at 4. Where my dude, hi Dad, good morning. Where my dude waited for extrication, which is kind of what you're supposed to do, but at the same time, you got to look at the time, you got to look at the things, and my guy did everything right, except his competition had experience over him, and experience won when it came to yesterday and that story. That's my opinion, at least, Randy, is competition won, or experience won in that case. And he was on the other side, weren't you like in front and only stuck in one spot? It looked like he was behind it, but I don't remember seeing extrication or anything like that. And I do remember his footage was brighter, but that, you never know what happens. But yeah, Randy got beat. But the thing about it is, like right now, or are you talking about last night? Or you're talking about last night? The thing about it is, I always say have amnesia, but you can talk about and remember why, or figure out why you lost, and then, put that in your files and then just move on. Don't stop and reflect about last night and I lost and I can't come out and I'm going to get beat. No, just do your job, man. Do your job. Do your job. Hi, Dad. How are you? What's going on in Texas? What's going on in Texas? I'll tell you what's going on in California. Nothing. Nothing.
Engine 95, squad 1 arrest. 16312 Heskett, Crossroads, Oklahoma.
Jesse, what you talking about? Which fire? Shut up. Not you, Jesse.
2869 is the additional call. It's even the same liquor store name, but this address shows that it's 631 Silver Lake. Stand by. 7847 Wilshire Jail.
69 Roger. 269, the Silver Lake address is probably the exact address. The PR on Dylan.
Engine 9, West 16, person choking, 1125 East 69, across the Central Sheriff Route.
And 2XL11. Their location is 631 Silver Lake.
Direct to the suspect, the son, male Hispanic, Sebastian Lopez, 21 years, black clothing, 390, refusing to tell a PR.
ABC Washington, 2681 Alpha.
Gotcha, Jesse. Gotcha. What time did I come on? Dad, about an hour and a half ago. So whatever that puts us at, what, like 1:45?
He had a donut shop sitting on the bench at the corner.
Mom had eye surgery yesterday. Ah.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
I see, says the blind woman.
Wilshire and June.
Can she see? Is she okay?
It had a cardboard box.
Vehicle will direct to the suspect in now black. Didn't stand of the night. Put 2 incident 469.
Yay, it's always good when you can see after eye surgery. It's always good.
Standing by for primary.
Winchell's Donut, incident 301.
Winchell's Donuts.
Probably complaint, Sierra Vista and Wilson. Incident 420,
Sounds good.
415 group. 842 North Ardmore. Incident 463, RD679.
843, Roger.
Hey, Dad, you want to see something cool? Wait, maybe I sent it to you. Did I send you the picture? Dad, did I send you the picture with my day yesterday or Monday, whatever it is? The one with all 3 things in it? The all in a day's work picture? I did send you the all in a day's work picture? All right.
Possible trespass suspect, 519 South Gramercy. Incident 449,
I know I sent you the picture of Bronson and the fish, but did I send you the picture of all in a day's work? No, I didn't. All right. So this was my day yesterday, Dad. Or Monday, I guess. So I got Channel 5 on the Pursuit. I went golfing, and then that. So that's basically was all in a day's work. That was my day. Pretty cool, huh?
Boulevard incident 475 and RD 2021. Stand by for additional.
I don't like that at all. Right.
275, 2875. The alarm company called back and said the PR is en route with a 30-minute ETA in a black Infinity.
Good day at the offices. Plural. All those places are my office.
It's down the line. They are at the Nova and Shannon Way near the bus line.
Stop on temporary plate. Adam X-ray 11 Victor 44.
477 RD 418.
You've been sitting there for a while.
Vehicle temporary Adam
Who are
X-ray
you?
11 Victor 455.
Channel 459 Party 455 South Windsor Boulevard. The PR is upstairs with his 3 children. Heard the alarm sound and the door open. Additional incident 475 and RD 2021.
6 days, requesting additional unit. Oxford West of Maple. You're fine. 46 is fine as well. 42 ready. Code 3 right out.
Everybody's 439. That's just 342 South Victoria Avenue.
Code 3 475, RD 2021. Okay, control.
Go ahead. Everything is heading for the street and ball. It's really the better number, but as you declare the night, somebody has to put 3
Thank you, Dodie. I agree. He is pretty cool. It's pretty special. I'm a lucky dad. I didn't show anybody the Valentine's Day pictures. My dad saw them, but you guys haven't seen them. Bronson got all dressed up for his Valentine's Day date. He had a little suit on without the jacket, but he had a vest, a tie, a button-up shirt, some slacks, and of course some Vans. And he had some flowers and balloons for his grandma, and they had a little Valentine's dinner with some other people while we went and failed at fishing.
Radio 9670, Crossing Drive, 415 group 2131, County Extra Street, and 437, 415 woman, 1 lane summer, and 456. Western and South, 45, RD 59.
Call off the first search. Yes, call off the 14. Ready, enemy 1. There's one call on West right now, by only. Call to back.
They were showing over the interstate. Or fresh to the other MP.
Our shot was PL, if you see them down, it doesn't break.
Western and Fountain. Western and Fountain, code 347, RD 59.
Somebody can move my code 2 call 0424. Unit 666 identifying code 3 from 6226 Lake, intent to Western Fountain.
667 over there.
You can send me whatever you need to know.
160 TL1, have you arrived?
79, negative repeat.
Entry code for the driveway is 5011.
I don't know, J. Cole. Are you the white car that's following me? Hector, do you recognize that car wash?
It's going to be a Ball Station POA.
Let me see if I can find something here. Oops. Or is it over here? Where is it? Let's see. No, are you here? Desktop. Nope. Download, shut up. No one wants to hear you, dude. No one wants to hear you. Is it? Where are you? I guess you're still in there, huh? Shut up. No one wants to hear it. Let me see if I can find it in here. Are you in here? Menu? Playback function? Event view? Boop. Nope. Yeah, see, no, it's weird because it's saved somewhere, but not there, which is really weird.
4131, PP Drive South at Terranea Resort Hotel.
Let me check on something. And where's that cable at? Been missing some things. Alright, so let's go over here.
My first 170s, 5173, CKLS 10608, 2nd Avenue, cross of 104th.
Engine 17, cancel. Flight port 27 water flow 6600 West Yellow Street.
Did I finally delete it? Oh, nope. There's that. So weird. So weird. So that's there. So where's the other one? Huh. Well, I guess I don't have it. I thought I did. I'll have to look for it. Let me see.
Jake does need to that. The arm number is
Incident
493.
Hi guys. I'm looking for a specific piece of video. Where did I put it? I must have put it. It hurt my arm. Must have put it in a different folder. Yeah, I don't see it. Wow. I don't know how I like that.
Would that be 3037 Central Street, though?
Huh. Oh well. I don't know where I put it. I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. You are definitely not it. What are you? Why are you there? What are you? I don't know what you. Oh, I know what you are. That's funny. Well, that's weird. It's really weird. That's really weird. I have some behind the scenes footage. I just don't know where it went. Just don't know where it went. What a bummer.
Automatic alarm 507 South Cape Ave. Where's 3 reference 25 Chastain 147 Soldier.
Yeah. Over it. We're done. I tried. I have some behind the scenes footage that takes place right here.
Get a rescue 83 stroke, 1 wide open. 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 1 w
but I don't know where it is, and now I need to focus on stories, right? Right.
Engine 103, squad 40, overdose, East Sheriff. 6631 Passes Boulevard, Karen Drive in the lobby.
Years. So number 1 through 2, wearing dark clothing. Number 3, wearing white gray sweater and dark pants. Contact 229-503-9424.
Respiration, 635
0493, back on my screen.
C-35, stand by.
Anybody ever told you to shut up? Shut up. Tito, there's no such thing as getting caught. They either air it and we invoice, or they don't air it and we don't invoice. But there's no getting caught. It doesn't work like that.
Minutes, 722 West 76. 722 West 76.
Where's your last code?
Let's go check on our favorite fire hydrant. Make sure it's doing okay.
Clear, and the subject was landing on the bus. There's no further. Langdon Avenue, 38 traffic, that one is for the black brown, by 115.
She looks pretty good. She looks pretty good. To what, Dad? To work? No. Step all over my stuff. No dogs allowed.
Rubbish fire intersection of Harbor Boulevard.
Now studying location to north-south alley, south of 36th Street, east of 6th Avenue.
Engine squad 118, poison ingested, 17637 East Valley, Russell Shirley, at Ulterior Dairy, Mean Building.
Any Southwest units that move with suspect right now, 2015 West Jefferson Boulevard, by the way, please look.
Oh, fire hydrant.
You can give me 509.
19255 Owen Street, 19255 Owen Street, Biomet, USA. Code 3 inside 515, RD 1023. What's all you have identified? Cover unit 105855, 155 additional on your EW suspect 658 West 16th Street. The pier has visual of suspect. The suspect vehicle is parked across the street. They're sitting in an orange two-door sedan, license 6 X-ray 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 111. 6 X-ray 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 111. Suspects were previously.
Engine 42, squad 47, first time conscious. 8624 Lead out, Walnut Grove.
1044.
459 silent, 19255 Owen Street, 19255 Owen Street. Code 3 incident 515, RD 1023.
This alpha, we're gonna get this shit.
Roger. From West Valley Station. Incident 17, County Code 3 from West Valley Station to 19255 Benon.
Copy the last three.
668 116. Here is any footage resident. He is no longer active the night that was
Where's that at, Jason?
I'm Batman.
Metro, Rifle Street,
Street, much better. Gallery Street, suspect is in the courtyard, male black. No Sherman, no blue sweater, hoodie, white shoes. Code 2 incident 512
Continue to Roger.
Dad, I'm gonna say no. No, we are not.
3410453.
We've added you. Switch to channel 4.
Engine 80, 81, 107, 132. Went 104, squad 107, 122.
I have Verizon.
22. Unknown to fire. 81.
Like a normal person.
24 MS 13106, can you show us clear?
And out to CTD. 24 MS 103 and 106 clear out to CTD.
Tito, you're pretty funny. Sitting there staring at buildings.
You
call that? You call that good stuff? Thank you, though. Tito, and I've always liked flying under the radar.
Male, approximately 30 years of age, Breathing unconscious. Suffering from pain to the both legs from a TC.
I'm just as big as I need to be.
Approximately
Between 97 to pickup for Jamie
approximately age is 30 years old.
Procedo 4843.
Right on, Dad. We'll see you then. I will see you then. And maybe I'll have to pick you up and go on a live stream with me. I think the audience will appreciate that. And I'll do my best not to get you arrested or crash you.
Keyword and sunset. Keyword and sunset.
Johnny, it's closed. I don't think I could get in there if I tried.
1930 Roger, clear from incident 0405.
They lock those doors and they don't let people in just because people ask.
Just slower down, information only.
Unit and supervisor. Keyword and sunset for TC involved.
The Charles Avenue, Shell Cloverdale, information only.
Christian Tower 39 Roger.
Private stop. Total cabin.
The Mini Cooper suspect is a non-Hispanic appears wearing a black jacket, gray pants. Under the influence of narcotics. No to appear no one was seen at this time.
We can also go fishing, Dad. We can go fishing, we can go stringing, we can go streaming, we can go eating. Tito, yes and no. I was researched for the role. I did speak to the director. The director did see all 12 episodes of Stringers LA. And the director did see some of my video blogs back in the day. But yes, I was researched. I was researched for the role. It's loosely based on no one, no matter what anyone tells you, no matter what Austin says on his Instagram or his Facebook, no matter what Paulie Laponte says, or Laponte, Paulie in Chicago says. But I was researched for the role. It's loosely based off of no one, but I was researched for the role. Johnny, I like that. I like that. I think my wife would like that better though, and we live here. But yeah, it is a good movie, Tito. What's crazy about the movie is usually the bad guys don't win. Like Hollywood doesn't like to show the bad guy win. In that particular movie, the bad guy won. And the movie ended exactly what was going on in my life at that time. The movie ended with him putting a team together, and in 2014, I was putting a team together. So it's not loosely based off of me, but when that very, very first trailer came out, and Lou Bloom was talking to his photographer, the words he said and the way he said it, everybody sent me that and said, look, Jake Gyllenhaal's playing you. Because he had a way with words. And sometimes, as you guys know, I have a way with words. And Gyllenhaal in that movie had a way with words. So I'm not going to claim it's based on me because I was told that I was researched for the role. So however you want to put those words in. But I do like the movie. I saw that movie 3 times in 3 days with 3 different people. But it's a good movie. I liked it. All right, so liquor store robbery and custody, company station, tunnel edge, traffic hazard 405, 110.5, traffic go there. What do we got over here? Go here, go here.
Found 110 transition on State Freeway.
Yeah, we already heard that. It's not a big deal though. Pursuit, so we haven't done anything. That's not good at all. Oh, what happened here? X-ray standing in front of the vehicle trans road, 1185 blind. Unseen. All right, don't have to worry about that.
Some stuff here.
Your ex thought it was dumb. That's probably because it was too real for her. A lot of people, when they watch movies, they want to be, they want a fantasy. There was no fantasy about that movie. Well, except for the Hollywood embellishments and negotiating your prices. That was fantasy. Yeah, there was no love story. Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't trying to win the heart of somebody over, so she probably heard Jake Gyllenhaal and got all excited, and then got very unexcited real quick. I mean, there was a love story, but it wasn't the main part of the story.
716 and 178th Street, I'll be back up.
Right.
Tito, or his love for the streets, or actually the love for the dollar. That was Lou Bloom's main focus, was the love of the dollar. He would do anything for that dollar. That is not why I showed up here. I showed up here for my love of television.
731. 273500. Show us code 4 on our code 4.97. What's the deal with the vehicle?
Do you want me to get FD route? I was on your table 2.
The computer only handles so many.
Tito, almost 20 years. April 4th, 2020 will be my 20-year anniversary of the day I started and the day I got my first hits on TV. April 4th, 2000. And we're coming up on my 20-year anniversary. And as some of you, most of you know, I got a couple big announcements that day.
0274.
Anybody in the downtown area? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? No, I'm gonna have a party a few days before that. Anybody in the downtown area? Studio City? 10-minute drive. Scott's retirement party, swing by. I'm not going by Studio City. You can come by here. I won't be here when you get here, but you can come by here. I can leave you some things. What's my Instagram? Scottlane_. And what's funny is Scott Lane, he has sent me some messages in the past. Just regular Scott Lane on Instagram. He's like, hey man, I'm getting messages for you. And then and that was before the show came out. And when the show came out, I was like, hey, sorry. Because he got a lot of messages. Am I going to announce them on my stream? Absolutely, Larry. Absolutely. April 4th, I have 2 big announcements. A lot of you will already know both announcements ahead of time, though. That's the way things work. But it's still a solid, what, 6 weeks away?
Domestic violence 14219 Victory Boulevard, the back house. Suspect is here.
Johnny, I have zero interest in that, and the reasoning is I would have to drive home afterwards. And I'm lucky enough to revolve my life around traffic. Some of you, most of you, are not lucky enough to do that. I revolve my days around traffic. So I can get there now, but coming home, ugh. I want nothing to do with that. I love sitting at home watching TV and looking at the traffic map and seeing it red everywhere. Whether it's in the morning, whether it's in the afternoon. I love seeing the red and laughing at all you guys stuck. Most of you are in bed right now? Master, it's a big world. It's a real big world. And if you think about it, most of you aren't in bed right now. Because, well, it's 4 o'clock in the morning here now in LA, which means it's 1 o'clock in Hawaii. So Hawaii and LA, Hawaii's sleeping. LA is just waking up, and the rest of the world's already awake or going to sleep. So, Master, when you say most of us, you just mean you and your little world. You don't mean most of us in the world, because most people in the world right now are awake. See? She's at work. East Coast started their day. My dad's probably, what, 2 coffees in? My dad started his day like 2 hours ago. So, you're in bed.
Enter 95, about 116, Caesar, 15618, Stolen, embedded in 157.
Jerome Street. Choice Melanon
180. Rescue 69, stroke 2008, South Southern Avenue.
Vehicle walking on Jerome towards El Dorado's code 2 incident 543 NRD 1663. Roger.
Agent 1, Metro.
The Montebello Police Department.
Are you clear?
Agent 1. Agent 1, CHP now, 6 patients off of the freeway and are now on Riverside Drive.
How would they get it?
Agent 1, got it.
President and Supervisor Male with Mental Illness, 1631 West Beverly Boulevard. Code 2 incident 520, item 237, record unit to handle identified on your burning of an A1
All right, cool. Time to start taking care of some things.
Agent 86, bells ringing, 11059, Brooklyn Drive.
3305 and half,
Agent 106, rescue, 872, 124, Pleasant Avenue.
Address is 281.
Enter 116, psychological rescue, BLS. Stage for careful now, 17701, Unit 74,
Day 44, incident 0517.
Exit 59 around.
So 4 Packard and Sierra Bermuda. 7047, 6 Robert Morris, 7.
That's rough.
Destination 39, FD transported, PD's no longer needed.
39 Roger. Show me bus station 59 on 33. Okay.
Any Olympic unit, criminal investigation, 1849 Central Street, apartment
The
C.
suspect sister-in-law, female,
1045, suggested 5 alarm, 048 check, that's the cutter.
Olympic unit, approach from 3054 Alhambra Avenue, at the road yard. Pacific 547, RG 438.
That's me. Yeah, we did it. Yeah. Nothing to report to the news. Just investigating a back house and debate. Presidential. Quiet night. Yeah. It is somewhat of a quiet night. And I told you guys I was going to hang out with you until 4 o'clock. It is now 4 o'clock. I am a little bummed I didn't get you anything. We didn't even get out of the car. I'm sorry, guys. Stabbing at bar at Northridge. Well, considering bars closed 2 hours ago, and I'm not anywhere near the Valley, and if I was going to go to the Valley, I would make my way to Universal Studios. But I do like that invite. Johnny, email me, scott@loudlabs.com. I would love to be your guest and bring a guest.
Suicide, intersection of Normandy Avenue, engage.
Breaking news. Right on, Johnny. Right on. I used to know the dispatcher for the security that ran that up there. Not the sheriffs. I know sheriffs are in charge of that area, but I'm talking about the actual security. I used to know the dispatcher. He used to work for us as a dispatcher. And then he moved on to there, and then he moved on to Burbank Airport dispatch. Dispatches the Popo. Yo.
We're just going to check up Valley State, but please find this.
5 David William Adams.
Cancel whatever you have there. Call them. Send it to me, I'll handle.
15 Roger.
So we'll go see that guy tonight. Got a real busy next couple of months. And then after that, a real busy rest of my life. Oh, man. Things are happening, people. Things are happening.
Police Department. Minority 438. Or 9 for the 409 497 423 identified.
Years of age, constant breathing, complaining of a headache. 1726 Gower.
When does it come out? When does that come out? When do you come out? What is your release date?
1987.
What's your release date?
090. Terms no want, no warrant.
June 26th.
Possible Mini Cooper.
When did my dad say he was going to be here?
Nora.
Ooh. Dad, I just saw that we're going to be going to the movies. We're going to be going to the movies.
160130, 160130.
With Bronson, I'll always be busy. Retire at 50. I'll be with him tomorrow. If you're live, I'll make him watch. Right on.
Contact 16 George 21, 16
But Dad, so we're going to the movies. We're going to the movies. And there's a good chance Dave might want to go. I don't think the kids are going to want to go. I don't think Yo or Mom will want to go. I'm going to make Lisa go. I don't know if you have any interest, but I think you do. But we're going to the movies. We're going to the movies. I told everybody the next time I go to the movies what it is I'll be seeing, and it looks like I am making my dad go with me.
Possibly to other individuals with location as well. Side door was not.
It is squad 29, traffic collision ALS, westbound Tennis Park. En route, numbers 3 and 4 lanes, clear text for further.
So it looks like it's PG-13, so my mom will let him go. Looks like she'll allow him to go. We're gonna go see Top Gun 2. We're gonna go see Maverick. So between now and then, you should watch Top Gun. Now, for someone like me, I don't need to rewatch Top Gun. I've watched it 1,000 times, and I can almost tell you every line, like I can in Star Wars. So, for someone like my dad, I don't know the last time he saw it, but yeah, we're gonna go see Maverick. And it's PG-13, so Mom will let you go. You guys gotta understand, I was born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, and I grew up in the 90s. And when you were raised in the 80s, Maverick and Goose. All about Maverick and Goose.
Suspect there now, 11559 Laurel Crest Drive. To the left of the location, here is unknown number of suspects inside vacant resident. Neighbors are moving. Here observed dark 4-door sedan with one occupant and engine running in front of the vacant residence.
It's just a basic traffic collision over there. Mom said funny. It's just a basic traffic collision, Mike. Like back in the day, I'm gonna get you in trouble, Dad. Tell Mom to plug her ears. Back in the 80s, my dad took me to go see Rambo. I don't think I was even in double digits yet, was I? Maybe I was like 10 or 11. But my dad took me to go see Rambo. And I think Rambo 3. Those were definitely rated R.
Next to 507 radio 12670, Classic Drive and 150, on the mainland summer.
I think he told her we were gonna go see the Muppet movie or something. But we went to go see Rambo.
Now going south on Broadway from about 2.
Ooh.
35 are you in the pursuit?
Right.
Westbound 10.
Unit 2829 is in foot pursuit over 415 man. Looking back at the area and supervisor, suspect is running with on 5th Street from Spring. A male black 68 green sweater, black pants, tug on Broadway from 5th Street. $20.29, 161 are en route. 135 location. 35, we're mid-block on.
Hey, Dad, there's a statute of limitations. You can't be in trouble for something you did 30 years ago. Okay, I take that back. Bill Cosby. I take that back, Dad. You can get in trouble for something you did 30 years ago. No, there's no story, but we are somewhat near a foot pursuit, so I figured we'd go check it out. See if we can get this guy running. It's not going to be news unless things happen during the foot chase. But because we're so close, I figured I would go look at it and then say goodbye to you guys. And try to change the subject so my dad doesn't get in any more trouble. The Muppet movie was great, Mom. It was amazing. I'm so glad Dad took me to go see the Muppets in the 80s. It was awesome.
2035 location.
Yeah, your location.
or any unit with 1835 location. Are you code 6? Yes, 35 right here. We got 2 units here. Twenty 2035 is code 6, mid-block, Broadway, Sanderson, with 2 units. B45, Roger.
New block, Broadway, Southwood. Can you get your confirmation?
Warren Tesser, considered new block, Broadway, Southwood. 26.
Hi. This isn't a story, but at least I get out of the car. You guys can see a little bit of action. I was hoping we would get officers running and get foot chase and foot pursuit and all that, but it's not going to be a story. Now they might be calling for an RA, so we'll see. Yeah, so they're calling an RA, which is an ambulance, for use of force, meaning they hurt him as they were taking him into custody. But they didn't hurt him because they wanted to hurt him. They hurt him because he was probably fighting back. Morning. So I just witnessed an officer litter. Should I go tell him it's a $1,000 fine? So all the officers are wiping their hands right now because they touched the suspect, so they're all using disinfectant wipes. But instead of throwing it in the trash, he threw it right there. That's a $1,000 fine. And now he has another one in his hand. Let's see if he drops that. It's in his left hand right there. The officer that rolled up his sleeve so we can see his tattoos. Let's see if he throws that one on the ground. Would that mean it's a $2,000 fine? Because he's already at $1,000 right there. So if he throws it again, is that a $2,000 fine? Oh, now it's in his right hand. Let's see what he does with it. It's in his right hand. Let's see what he does with it. It's not a story. I'm just being funny. Even his pant leg is disheveled. So he was the one who was in foot pursuit and was fighting with the suspect. I already told you what an RA is. An RA is an ambulance. Alright, so are we going to solve the case? Some of them are security, but the ones in black, they're not security. They're world security. I don't know where it went. .46, we don't have anything going on here except we're just watching police litter. So we have the case of the littering officer. So far he has a $1,000 fine, and we're waiting to see if he gets a second $1,000 fine. Here, There's his first $1,000 fine. And the second $1,000 fine's in his hand. No, I don't need to tell him. I bet you if I walk around the back of that car, we'll see it on the ground. Nope. Still holding it. Still holding it. We already solved the case. Now we're just collecting evidence. No, Don. It's just a use of force call. That guy was running from the police. The police tackled him, and now he's going to the hospital because he got tackled. How's the weather? Well, it looks like everyone's wearing long sleeves. And it looks dry. The yellow lights are local downtown security. I used to have an office around here, and when I lived around here, they call them the purple people. So depending on what district you are is what color the security is. So, uh-oh, I gotta sneeze. Thank you, thank you. I am, thank you. So depending on what where you're at, depends on what color your security is. And the security can't arrest you. They can fight you. I've seen them fight people, but they can detain you, but the police will come arrest you. I used to live off Flower and 7th, and the purple guys were all the way around there. Then I had an office at near Pershing Square, and the purple guys are around there too. So there's purple and green in this area. Whoa, wait, hey now. Settle down. I am in downtown Los Angeles, California, on a very famous street, Broadway. So we'll watch this guy get put in the ambulance, and then I'm gonna say goodbye to y'all. I don't even have my camera on. I'm just using my camera to mount my phone. He just waved bye to the officers. That was pretty funny. He's saying thank you and he's apologizing. Oh, he's not going to jail. You don't go to jail in an ambulance. All right, guys. So somebody was just asking if I was happy. I'm not mad, but I'm not gonna say I'm happy. All right. So thank you to everyone who. Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to. I don't think anyone donated tonight. Why am I thanking you? Thank you for the continued support. I will say that. Dad, love you. The rest of you, I don't. And remember, tomorrow is promised to no one. Hug your loved ones. Later, losers.